Most people think that words are harmless. They're just sounds, just symbols, just communication. But Seth says something very different about this. Words are symbols of inner realities, and symbols have power. That's from the book Seth Speaks. And once you understand that, everything changes, because language is not passive. Language is form giving energy. Seth repeatedly explains that consciousness moves into matter through symbols, and words are among the most powerful symbols that we use. This is why Seth tells us you form your experience through the beliefs you hold, and those beliefs are clothed in words. That's from the nature of personal reality. So when you speak, you are not describing the world. You are selecting which version of reality solidifies. Seth makes this one clear across multiple books. The world is a physical representation of an inner intent. That's from the book, The Nature of the Psyche. Words carry intent, they carry emotion, they carry expectation. They act as instructions to the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind does not argue. Let me let you in on a little secret. Most people are unknowingly using contaminated language that programs limitation. When you say, I'm trying, when you say, I need, when you say, I want, your subconscious hears lack, not effort. Seth explains the subconscious mind accepts ideas literally and translates them into physical conditions. That's from the book Seth Speaks. The key word is literal. This is where Seth goes deeper than most modern manifestation teachings. You see, Seth explains that thoughts themselves are built out of symbols, and symbols require structure. You think in symbols, and symbols organize energy. That's from the early sessions. Words are organized thought. What does that mean? Corrupted language, corrupted thought. Corrupted thought, distorted reality. This is why Seth warns, if you speak of yourself as powerless, you will experience powerlessness. That's from the nature of personal reality. And it's not because the universe punishes you, no, but because energy follows instruction. Etymology is the study of word origins, and it vanished from schools around the mid-20th century. Seth actually addresses this indirectly when he says, you have been taught to accept definitions instead of meanings. And that comes from the book, The Individual and the Nature of Mass Events. You see, definitions are assigned, but meanings are discovered. When you understand the roots of words, you stop unconsciously agreeing to ideas you never chose. Seth calls this linguistic hypnosis. Beliefs are accepted in mass because they are seldom questioned. That comes from the book, The Nature of the Psyche. One of Seth's most powerful teachings is this: the universe responds to the framework you provide. That's from the book Seth Speaks. Every sentence you speak is a framework. That's why Seth says your statements are endorsements of probable realities. That's from the Unknown Reality, Volume 1. Keyword, endorsements. That means when you say money is hard to make, when you say life is a struggle, when you say that's just how it is, you're taking out a pen, an invisible pen, and you are literally signing an energetic contract. And that's not, I'm not talking about metaphorically. I'm talking about literally. You see, Seth explains that symbols precede form. Symbols are the precursor of physical experience. That's from the nature of the psyche. So When language becomes simplified, when it becomes stripped down, reduced to fragments, reality becomes fragmented too. Our modern language has been dumbed down, while ancient symbolic languages, they're still around, and they're preserved by the elites. You see, Seth warns, when symbols are weakened, perception narrows, and that's from the early sessions. Narrow perception means fewer choices. Fewer choices means less freedom. See, this is the turning point, and Seth is very clear. You are not at the mercy of words. You are their creator, and that's from the book Seth Speaks. Once you become conscious of your language, you stop speaking unconsciously. You stop reinforcing limitation. You stop narrating failure. Instead, you choose precision. Seth calls this conscious suggestion. Deliberate inner statements alter physical reality, and that's from the nature of personal reality. We're not talking about affirmations. We're not talking about wishful thinking. We're talking about deliberate statements. You get what you expect, not what you hope. And that's from the book Seth Speaks. See, hope contains doubt. Expectation contains certainty. People who manifest easily are not special. No. They simply understand that every sentence is a signal, and reality always responds. Seth leaves us with this reminder. You are always teaching reality how to treat you, and that's from the nature of personal reality. You do it through your words, you do it through symbols, you do it through your language. And once you can see that, you can never unsee it. I am Tony Victory, a wolf uncaged. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you to all that is supporting the channel through Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And let me know what you thought about this particular passage. Well, it's not really a passage, but this particular video in the comments below. And until the next time, peace. If you found something in this video that sparked a thought, shifted your perspective, or just made you feel more grounded, consider showing some love by buying me a coffee. It helps fuel the channel, keeps the uploads coming, and lets me know that the content matters to you. The link's right below in the description or on my channel banner. No pressure, just appreciation if you're moved to support. And as always, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. I am Tony Victory, a wolf uncaged. Thank you. Peace.